Hey guys, it's me, Dax, here with another Mad Rambling, and today's Mad Rambling is it's more of a question than anything else. And the question is really quite simple. Is that really your best? Is that really your best? Is what you're doing right now, is what you're engaging in, really the best that you can do in your life right now? And I mean in every area. You know, if we're talking about kind of pursuing your physical goals at the moment, and we're talking about getting into really great shape, is what you're doing really your best? I mean, no, excuse my language, no bullshit here. Are you giving it everything that you're capable of giving it? Is your diet as good as your diet could be? Is the exercise that you're engaging in as regular as it could be, as consistent as it could be, as intensive as it needs to be to generate the result that you're looking for? Is that really your best? When it comes to your finances, when it comes to setting the goals that you've currently got for your business or your career, is what you're doing the best way for you to actually get there? Are you spending the amount of time, the amount of effort, the amount of, I guess, emotional connection, the amount of thought that you really have to put in to make the kind of financial result, the kind of career result that you most say that you want to have happen? Are you actually really giving your best to make that happen, or are you just marking time? In your relationships, is that really your best? Are you doing the best you can in your relationship? Are you finding yourself kind of getting caught up in the bitching, the whining, the moaning about how it's not going as well as it possibly could do, while at the same time not putting in everything that you could possibly put in? So the question is that really your best? And here's the truth. For most of us, we are nowhere near giving it our best. I mean, nowhere near. We're so far away from giving it our best because we enter this everything in moderation mindset. And everything in moderation sounds really cool when you first hear it. You don't want to go from one extreme to the other. You want to sit roughly here in the middle. But the thing is, roughly here in the middle, giving it everything in moderation is actually the same as saying, I'm going to do everything to an average standard. Okay, I'm going to eat average, or my friends eat that way. Kind of, if I fancy a glass of wine tonight, I'm going to have a glass of wine. I'm actually not picking a fight in this instance. I'm not picking a fight with any kind of food or any kind of thing that you may or may not be engaged in. I'm asking you to ask the question to yourself simply and answer it honestly. Is what you're doing your best? If you're saying that you want to get to a certain place, is what you're doing likely to get you there? Or is moderation-based thinking likely to mean that because you don't see the kind of results you'd most like to see, or because you're not experiencing, here's another part of it, the experience, because you're not experiencing the kind of experience you would most wish to experience? Are you going to get bored along your journey? Are you going to get fed up that, I've been doing all these things and I've not got the kind of result I really hope for? Or are you just going to say, do you know what? I don't have the result that I'd hoped for because I actually haven't put in what I really know deep in my heart that I'm supposed to put in. Is that really your best? Only you know the answer to this. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying that you must work harder and you must take a different path to the one you're taking. I don't really know where you want to get to, and maybe one of your highest values is the freedom that you have in life to choose kind of, I'm going to have a glass of wine tonight and I'm going to eat that cheesecake and I'm going to do this. If that's your highest value, then that is great, and that may really be your best, right? You might be really enjoying life as it is right now. But if there's parts of your life that you're not enjoying, whether that comes to your relationships, your physique, your career, any number of things, are you really, honestly and truly doing your best to make that thing happen? And it's really, the easiest one for me to pick on, being a trainer myself, being a coach who works with people to bring about physical change, the easiest one for me to identify this with is when people say that they're doing their best, yet when you ask them, they say, well, I know I'm supposed to do the 10-10-30 thing 5 nights a week, but, I find that difficult, so I'm not doing that. I'm getting to bed more like 11:30, kind of quarter to midnight kind of thing. Okay, well, is that your best? No. I know I'm supposed to eat this way, but I have my couple of cups of lattes per day, and I have a glass of wine in the evening, bit of a slip up here and there with the carrot cake and the cheesecake, and but that's just life. That's just moderation. There's another example where you're not at your best. So here's I've asked the question now: is that really your best? If it's not your best, here's the question for you now: what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Okay, only you get to drive the drive the bus. Only you get to decide where it is that you want to go, where it is that you want to end up. And you've got to ask yourself, are you driving around in circles? Are you taking the scenic route, which is absolutely fine. I'm not in your life, I don't run it. And that if you're happy with the scenic route, then take it. But if you're trying to get to a place much faster and you're trying to have a better experience along the journey, are you doing your best to make that happen? Okay. There are so many distractions in life. There are so many ways that we can be pulled off our path. Okay, and it's up to us to define best at any given moment in time. Okay, but what I'm urging you to do today is to really imagine what life would be like if for 30 days, just the next 30 days of your life, you gave over that time to doing your best in every area. Okay, now sod that. Let's say you gave over to doing your best in even just one area. You just picked one area of your life, whether that be your physical self. For the next 30 days, I'm going to do my best with my nutrition. I'm going to do my best with my exercise, my water consumption, if you take supplements, the taking of my supplements, I'm not going to be hit and miss with them. If it comes to the sleep, I'm going to do my best. Not just the getting by, not the everything in moderation, not the average, but the best. What do you think would happen if for the next 30 days you did that? No more messing about. You just committed and said, 30 days in my life, this is what I'm giving. Okay, that's the question I want to leave you with. I don't have the simple answer for you, but what I do know from my own personal experience, and what I know from the experience of working with thousands of people now across the course of my career, is that the people that do their best are the ones that get the biggest result. And I don't just mean physically. I'm talking about how they feel about themselves as they're going through life. Okay, so over to you. Is what you're doing right now really your best? Speak soon.